Will there be a revenge Christmas drop? I don't know, but after the last drop, Garrett did post a video and had this to say: drop sold out, thank you. Basics will be a permanent collection on the site. Different colors will be swapped out randomly. Shipping immediately. Get ready for Christmas. Best drop of the year. And of everything he said on this, the permanent collection being on the website, or the permanent basic collection being on the website, was false. They're going to take it down because they can't keep up with orders. So, him saying that there's going to be a Christmas drop could definitely not happen. I myself don't really see it happening. If it does, cool. Like, I'm excited, see what they have for the best drop of the year, which, he says pretty much every drop is going to be the best drop. There's the meme of like the next drop being harder every time. I think more realistically, maybe we don't see a Christmas drop, but we see a Christmas weekend drop. But still, like, I think the chances of that happening are kind of slim. As of recording this, it is Monday, December 21st. So, a couple days till Christmas, and we still haven't really gotten that confirmation or really anything else from Garrett. We got one leak, which we'll go over in a little bit. I even went out to the community and we had this poll on the subreddit, which if you aren't in the subreddit, you can find a link to it in the description down below. That is Revenge Community. And we asked, do you think we'll be getting a Christmas/Christmas weekend drop? We had 50 people saying yes, 31 saying no, so it's almost 50-50 split, obviously leaning more towards people saying yes, but it'll be interesting to see whether or not we do even get a drop. So if we do even get a drop, what kind of stuff are we looking at? What might release? And I think this is probably the most certain item that we would probably see on the drop list. This is the varsity jacket that they've been teasing for a long time. I was actually looking back on the leaks channel for our Discord. We have all the leaked images there, which, another plug. If you guys aren't on the Discord, you can find a link to join in the description down below. We have the leaks and a bunch of other stuff, conversations, whatnot, legit checks. We have this varsity jacket. You get the Chanel I think Chanel patch R on the chest, and then embroidered on the other side of the chest it says "All Alone in the End, Revenge 2020. This Alone in the End could actually be used as a sort of theme for the drop, as we have seen other designs using this phrasing, Alone in the End. And then also underneath it does say Revenge 2020. If you made a bunch of these with Revenge 2020 on them, you're kind of running out of time. Though I think there are examples of other pieces that Revenge made last year, 2019, and then released this year that still had the 2019 branding on it. For example, we had the Raptors jersey that had 19 on the back, even though they released it this year, I'm pretty sure 2020 instead of 2019. And then I want to say there was something else that they released that said winter 2019 maybe, or maybe that was even older, winter 2018, and they released it in 2019. I want to say, I don't know. This isn't uncharacteristic from Revenge to just be late on item designs. But that being said, on the back we have this big embroidered skull, which we've actually seen this on a lot of mock-up designs, them using the same exact skull. A lot of hoodies will use the outline version rather than the fill. And then like I said, this has actually been teased a long time ago. We have it in the black colorway we saw, of course, and then we also saw it teased in a brown colorway, and then a baby blue colorway as well. That being said, this image with all three colorways does look like it's a lot older and doesn't have the kind of sleeve embroidery, so it's probably an even earlier sample that they got than the one that we just saw. So moving on to there, I want to stick with this Alone in the End theme, which if you remember from the previous drop list prediction video, we also looked at this hoodie, which says Alone in the End on the bottom. You have the Revenge font, and then I want to say that's some type of vampire reference, or some vampire image that they have on the front, and then the back just says Alone in the End. And I do like this font. I think it's cool. And then also possibly we could see this tee. This is the Joker with the gun tee, and I could see this on the back also saying Alone in the End. It very closely resembles the design of the other one, same text, got an image of a person on the front on both. So I could see maybe they choose one or the other, or maybe even both. I could see this having Alone in the End on the back as well. Also, to go back to the date thing where they kind of had it promised on the jacket, where the jacket itself says 2020, we also have the lightning globe hoodie, whatever you guys want to call it, originally teased as a Juice WRLD hoodie, then it swapped after talks with their label to just have it say Revenge in the creator's hands instead of the original text, which was I think just Juice WRLD Legends Never Die. But this has been something that we saw first teased, I want to say 7 months ago now, maybe even longer, And this, earlier this month or late November, Garrett did say that this would be dropping December. So, December's wrapping up. If he doesn't drop it this weekend, then we're kind of missing out on that. So moving on to the part of the post where Garrett said this is going to be the best drop of the year, there are a couple leaks that I think are kind of cool that I could see him throw in there that people might think it is the best drop of the year. And these are also some pieces that have been, samples have been made of some. First up, we have the full zip embroidered hoods coming in the bread colorway, and then also the white on blue. I know a lot of people like this. I myself don't really care for it, but I could see them throwing this in. This is a very revenge design where it's just the ARC logo, a little bit different placement, and then the nice embroidery that they do use. I could also see some new beanies. This is a Christmas drop. It allegedly a Christmas drop, so it would make sense to throw in some warm weather items. So we could see a beanie, not necessarily this beanie. I think this would make more sense to save for something like Valentine's Day, being the pink colorway. But we have also seen this in a black and white colorway, which has not dropped yet. So I could see them doing something like that. Then we also have this track jacket, which strongly resembles one of the Palace Triferg track jackets that X wore in a famous photo, or kind of like one of the more well-known fit pics of him. Kind of cool though. You just got the Revenge ARC logo. Looks like it is just screen printed on, and then the inside has an all-over Revenge print. And I do like this. I think this is a cool kind of subtle quiet piece. Not necessarily a great design, but this is another in-hand sample that they do have, the knit candle sweater, which I don't think is a bad design, but not anything great, best of the year or anything. In the past, I think Garrett also mentioned that 2020 is going to feel a lot like 2018 or something like that. He said something like, oh, this year is going to feel like old Revenge or something. As of late, haven't really been feeling that, I guess. Maybe some of the designs like we've talked about, but another thing that I think we could see is the revival of an old design. Looks like they've been messing around with the David and Goliath on some new colorways. We have the red one here, and we've also seen a gray one mocked up, but these were both teased a while ago. Some other pieces we could see, but there's really no promise. A jacket would kind of make sense. They teased this a long time ago, but I feel like we won't see that. A jacket would kind of make sense for the winter drop. Some other designs that we have that we could see, we have this hoodie. We talked about this all in the last prediction, how I feel about them. We also have this t-shirt. The gun control means using both hands, which I don't know, that's another design they've leaked recently. It's really hard to guess or predict what we'll see with nothing leading up to this drop. Like I said, we haven't really heard a whole lot from Garrett lately, but I think if we actually do get a drop this Christmas or the Christmas weekend, we will end up seeing a couple of the designs that did show off. As always, if we do actually see the drop, even come Christmas Day, I will have a live stream 1 hour prior to it, or starting an hour prior to it and leading up to it, go over 15 minutes after, so an hour and 15, hour and a half live stream talking about what's dropping, answering questions, cracking the password, and just chilling with you guys. But with that being said, what do you want to see from the drop? Are you excited? Do you think this will be the drop? The best drop of the year? Do you think we'll even get a drop? And thank you for watching. I will catch you in the next video, maybe on Christmas, but thank you and happy holidays, I suppose.